Hey all you super players out there, it's Ben Lodice aka 5 Buck Lunch coming at you with a deck profile from the new set that's coming out here in a few weeks, Android 21 Ramp. Before we get started, I'd like to announce that at the end of the video I will announce the winner for the Nationals playmat, so stick around for that, see if you won. If you do win, I'll be getting a hold of you so I can get your shipping address and stuff. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at some of the cards that are coming out here in the next set. So first off, we're going to go with our leader, Android 21. When you place this card in your leader area, choose one Android 21 scheme from your deck and activate it. Once per turn, choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area, remove it from the game, draw one card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 1, return it to its owner's hand, then at the start of your opponent's next main phase, choose one blue-green multicolor energy and switch it to active mode. And then awaken it 4 or less, draw 2 cards and flip it over. So first off, we're going to go over what Android 21 scheme does, because that's a good half of this deck. It has to do with manipulation of the clone tokens on your opponent's field. So you get to start with this field and play Android 21 scheme. Auto once per turn when your opponent plays a non-token battle card. When you or your opponent, plays a non-token battle card, it can attack for the duration of the turn. So since this is more of a ramp stally deck, that's good because it allows us to kind of not get swarmed by our opponent. When you play a black battle card, place it in its owner's drop area, so you can't play any black battle cards in this deck. It stops Kami from being ridiculous with these clone tokens. At the start of your opponent's main phase, play 2 clone tokens with 10,000 power in your opponent's battle area. So they get 2 10,000 power tokens with no entry cost and no combo cost, so they can't just combo them away either. And as you'll see soon, we're going to use these clone tokens on our opponent's field as a resource in order to get extra effects on our side. And for the most part, in probably like 99% of decks, them having these clone tokens isn't going to benefit them much at all. The only thing I can think of is if they're playing like a Broly variant or something like that, where they have to KO their battle cards, then I can see this being really awkward and you probably have to side into something else. But pretty much every current deck, this doesn't really help a whole lot. And they're only 10k, so once you awaken, they can't threaten to hit you for life either. That being said, you are giving them battle cards, so that's something that can be scary. The reason I chose to play Android 21 over the Android 18 leader, which also starts with the Android 21 scheme as play, is because I think the ability to untap your energy is more important, and that's what Android 21 does. So start off with Absolute Release Ball. Counterplay, if your leader card is blue and your life is at 4 or less, the battle card being played has an entrance cost of 3 or less. It is returned to its owner's hand instead of being played. Then choose one blue energy and switch it to active mode. And then you can do this for free by taking a life if you have multicolor and your life is at 4 or less. So this is kind of like there's a new cycle of these cards for every color in black. They all do something slightly different, but this just allows us to return our opponent's battle cards being played in their hand and helps us stall out even more. Android 21, the Ringleader. There's obviously going to be a lot more reading in this video because these are all new cards and people don't know what they do, just so everyone knows going forward. So one drop Android, if your leader card is an Android card, when you play this card, draw one card, and then at the end of your opponent's next turn, play one clone token in their battle area, and then for 2, you can get, if your leader is an Android card, you can get your Android field card back from your discard pile. So this allows us to make more clone tokens for our effects, and it gives us a way to, if they play something that destroys field cards, it allows us to get our field card back. 4 Dimension Magic, pretty simple. 4 My Filled with Energy, this is just a add 4 life super combo. Android 16 Energy Amplification. So here's where we start doing our ramp effects. Energy cost, if you have a blue or green multicolor in your energy, when you play this card from your hand, place the top card of your deck in your energy in rest mode, and you can't play battle cards with power between 3,000 and 3,500 for the duration of the game. So this whole deck has a couple things in there that restrict you from playing the giant cards. It allows you to ramp, but you can only ramp and play certain finishers, which the one we're going to be using is the Android 21, which I'll get to later. But yeah, this is basically a Whis on turn 2, so long as you start off with a multicolor energy, which is obviously extremely powerful. Android 17, Protector of Wildlife. If you have a blue-green multicolor in your energy, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. Auto once per turn when your opponent combos, choose one of their cards, place it at the bottom of its owner's deck, negate the skill for the duration of the game. So not only is this our non-energy exhaust multicolor card, uh, in blue-green, which we had some in the previous set for other colors, it hard counters Apes in Universe 6 because when they go to combo with their battle card, you can just put it on the bottom of their deck. So it's very good in both areas. Depending on what deck you're playing against, you'll look to actually play this card or you'll look to use it as an energy. Mischievous Technique Gotenk. This is one of the cards that uses clone tokens. So if it's your turn, choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area and remove it from the game. When you combo in this card, draw a card. So it's a 5k combo that draws a card, and all you have to do is remove a clone token. This is one of the ways we're going to turn our clone tokens into advantage. 2 Son Goku, Preparing for Battle. If it's your turn, choose one clone token in your opponent's battle area and remove it from the game. When you combo with this card, it gets plus 5,000 combo power for the duration of the turn. So this is a free 10k combo on our turn by removing a clone token. Son Goku, Prideful Hero. So this is our alternate finish, one of our alternate finishers. If you can't get to your big 7-drop android, this is a way you can still kill your opponent. Choose 3 clone tokens in your opponent's battle area, remove them from the game, play this card from your hand. So you can play it for free by removing clone tokens. And then active battle, 2 blue, 2 any. Choose any number of battle cards in your energy area, combo with them in this card's battle, gains triple strike for the duration of the battle. So you can combo with your whole energy area and he gains triple strike, and the important thing is it's an active battle. So if you can get your opponent to tap out and they don't have any negates, you can just do this and try and win the game. 3 Vegeta the Cruel. This is just a counterplay from the previous set. It allows you to abuse the fact that you have multicolor energies, and it's just a really good card in general. 3 Android 21, A Brilliant Idea. When you play this card, activate the skill. At the end of your opponent's next turn, play 2 clone tokens in their battle area. Activate main once per turn. Choose 1 clone token in your opponent's battle area and remove it from the game. Choose 1. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, or choose your leader or one of your battle cards. It gains plus 10k power and critical for the duration of the turn. This card is probably one of the best cards in the deck, which is surprising because they made it a rare. I honestly think this is better than half the supers, but it allows you to either stall with the ability to just KO any of their battle cards by getting rid of a clone token, or you can give your leader or any battle cards 10k and critical, which will help you towards actually winning the game. It's only a 3-drop, and it also makes extra clone tokens as well. So it does pretty much everything we want in a card. Very strong, play 4 of them. 1 Android 21, Destructive Villain. It has Villainous, which doesn't interact with any of the other cards in our deck. Choose 1 card in your energy and place it in your drop area. When you play this card, choose all your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 4 or less, place them at the bottom of their owner's decks in any order. So this is just kind of get out of jail free card if they swarm us too much. It also clears all of their clone tokens if we haven't been doing a good job of getting rid of those. Just an all-around good card, but you shouldn't need it too often with the way this deck can kind of control, so we only play 1 of them. Android 21, The Beautiful Scientist. This is another core ramp card that we need. When you play this card from your hand, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose 1 card among them, place your energy in rest mode, shuffle your deck, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. You can't play battle cards with power between 3,000 and 35,000 for the duration of the game. It's also a blocker. So this is kind of a Whis that kills a card for us. It's a turn 4, look at the top 7, put whatever you want in your energy area. And this is going to assist us in ramping even further to get to our win conditions, and it kills cards, essentially, for being put in play. Magnificent Technique Frieza. Choose 2 clone tokens in your opponent's battle area, move them to the game, play this card from your hand, so we can play it for free. When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less and return it to its owner's hand. So this is just free removal that we can play early. You just get rid of 2 clone tokens and it bounces a 3 or less drop and puts a body on the field. 1 Android 21, A Bad Omen. Activate main, 2 blue, 2 green. Play this card from your energy area. So you can put it in play from your energy area after you've charged it. Choose 1 card from your energy and place it in your drop area when you play this card. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and up to 1 card in your opponent's life and place them in their owner's drop area. So the reason we play one of these is we can get in our energy pretty easily with Android 21, and it's just a finishing card that just does a damage. And there's nothing our opponent can really do about it outside of like Cold Bloodlust. So we play one of these as just a way to finish our opponent if we need it. Now our win condition card, the 8-drop Android 21 Violent Predator. This is what we're trying to ramp to. Notice it only has 25,000 attack, and that is important because our deck does not allow us to play cards with higher attack than that. So it has triple attack, deflect, so you can't go bloodlust or anything like that. When you play this card from your hand, choose all your opponent's non-multicolor energy and battle cards, ignoring barrier, negate their skills, and return them to their owner's decks. All players who had cards return to the decks, shuffle their decks. So we drop this, and all of the cards on all of your opponent's cards, and all battle cards on both fields. At least that's how I read it. We'll have to see. It's kind of a little bit wonky on the wording. But either way, the important thing is all of your opponent's non-multicolor energy gets shuffled back into their deck, which is probably, even in a multicolor energy deck, is going to be at least half their energy. In a more monocolor energy deck, or a deck that only plays 2 colors, you could be shuffling all of their energy back into their deck. So this is what we're trying to ramp to through playing energy amplifications and beautiful scientists, is we're trying to get to 8 and then drop this, and then our Android 21 lets us untap so we're not tapped out for the next turn. So yeah, this card is pretty crazy if you can get to it. We only play 2 because it's going to take us a little time to get there, and we have lots of ways to search it. So I'm not really too worried about getting to it. If you want to up the number, I guess you could. One thing I just realized is we did not look at our awakened side of our leader yet. Our leader is kind of less important in this deck. It's a lot more about our battle cards and our finishers. But the awakened side is active main once per turn. Choose 1 clone token, your opponent's battle area, move it from the game. Draw a card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 1, and return it to its owner's hand. Then at the start of your opponent's next main phase, choose up to 1 blue-green multicolor energy and switch it to active mode. So all you're really doing is getting rid of a clone token, drawing a card, and untapping an energy at the beginning of your opponent's turn. Like I said, this leader is pretty low impact. The important thing is it lets us start off with Scheme, and it untaps energy, which is very valuable in control decks because it allows you to not have to take life to use your dimension magics and your counters and such. But yeah, so this deck looks really cool. It's kind of, I think, what's going to replace the control void left by the Shenron decks, since they essentially have been banned out of the universe now. This is much more of a conventional control deck where you're kind of playing counters, you're removing your opponent's threats, you're slowing them down with Scheme so they can't attack with their battle cards right away, and you're ramping yourself to your win condition. But yeah, seems really cool, really interesting deck. It's kind of a deck, kind of reminds me a little bit of the old Zamasu deck in terms of like how it plays, where you're kind of trying to stall your opponent out, not die, and then you drop your big threat that sets them way back in the game. It makes it very hard for them to win. So yeah, all right, now we're going to go forward and take a look at who won the playmat. Hello everyone, I just want to thank you all for subscribing and entering into the mat giveaway. Thanks for all your comments and all your subscriptions. Once again, the winner of this is going to get a wonderful Nationals mat. It's pretty cool. It's got all the Saiyans on it. It's a nice mat, but I have a bajillion mats, so I certainly don't need any more. So I'm going to go ahead and give it away. I'm probably going to do this with a lot of events going forward. I've got so many dang mats, and we'll see what else we can give away too, but definitely lots of cool mats for entry into events. Yeah, so we had 134 entries, so thank you everybody for that. And the winner was Awkward Infinity 2. So I will be, I don't want to put his video or his channel up or anything because it doesn't look like he doesn't make videos or anything, but thank you for watching Awkward Infinity 2, and I will be messaging you, and hopefully we can get a hold of you and get your mat sent out. So thank you everybody for entering. Once again, I do have another contest going on where if you're subscribed to the channel, once we hit 200, which we're getting close, we're at 123 I believe now. Once we hit 200, I'll be giving away a box, so of whatever set is most recent at the time. So yeah, like, subscribe, get in on that, and thanks everybody for watching.